Have you ever wondered what would happen if a rogue planet entered our solar system? Let's take a moment to ponder this intriguing celestial scenario. Rogue planets, for those who may not know, are planets that have been booted from their home systems. They wander through the vast expanse of space, untethered to any star, and driven by the forces of gravity and inertia. Now consider the size and speed of these nomadic planets. Some are as small as our moon, while others can dwarf even the mighty Jupiter. And their speeds? Well, they're hurtling through the cosmos at a pace that would make our fastest spacecraft seem like a snail in comparison. These rogue planets are like cosmic drifters, journeying through the great ocean of space. Imagine the chaos that would ensue if such an astronomical object decided to drop by our cosmic neighborhood. Intriguing, isn't it? So, what would be the first signs of a rogue planet entering our solar system? Our first indication might not come from seeing the rogue planet itself, but from noticing its gravitational influence on the outermost parts of our solar system. You see, even though space might seem empty, it's filled with all sorts of cosmic bodies. One of the most distant collections we know of is the Oort cloud, a massive sphere of icy objects enveloping our solar system. Now imagine a foreign object with substantial mass, like our rogue planet, wandering close to this delicate cosmic bubble. Its gravitational pull would start to tug at these icy objects, disrupting their usual orbits. This could lead to a noticeable increase in comet activity, as many of these disturbed bodies get hurled into the inner solar system. Astronomers around the globe, always keeping an eye on the sky, might start to notice this unusual surge of comets. This would be our first clue that something extraordinary is happening. But what about the rogue planet itself? Well, even though it would be incredibly distant, astronomers could potentially spot it using powerful telescopes. As the rogue planet gets closer, its gravitational effects would become more pronounced. The outer planets in our solar system, like Neptune and Uranus, might start to exhibit subtle shifts in their orbits. These shifts would be another telltale sign for astronomers that a significant gravitational force is at play. By carefully observing these changes, they could potentially calculate the mass and trajectory of the intruding planet. So, the arrival of a rogue planet wouldn't exactly be a stealthy affair. Its presence would send ripples throughout our solar system, disrupting the quiet dance of celestial bodies we've come to understand so well. The cosmic intruder would make itself known long before it comes into clear view, announcing its presence with a flurry of comets and subtle shifts in the paths of distant planets. It wouldn't be a quiet arrival, that's for sure. But what happens next? As the rogue planet moves closer, what could we expect? Well, let's dive into the realm of the hypothetical. You see, the gravitational force of a rogue planet, especially a large one, could drastically alter the orbits of the inner planets of our solar system. We're talking Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Our familiar paths around the sun, maintained for billions of years, could suddenly and dramatically shift. Imagine a game of cosmic billiards, where the balls have been set in a perfect equilibrium. Now picture a new ball hurtling onto the table, disrupting that balance. That's what we're dealing with here. What does this mean for life on Earth? Well, the changes could be gradual or sudden, depending on the size and velocity of the rogue planet. But for sure, our planet would feel the effects. Let's talk about climate. Our planet's climate is finely balanced, with a complex interplay of factors. One significant player in this balance is Earth's orbit, which, if disturbed, could trigger significant climate changes. We could experience extreme seasons or, conversely, a blending of seasons. Imagine the coldest winters and the hottest summers happening simultaneously. But let's not forget about the other planets. The likelihood of catastrophic collisions within the solar system increases with the rogue planet's presence. Picture this. Planets knocked off their orbits could slam into each other or break apart under the strain of gravitational forces, creating asteroid belts of debris. Remember, this is all hypothetical. But it's a fascinating thought experiment, isn't it? It underscores just how delicately balanced our solar system is. Each planet, moon, and asteroid in its place, following its path, all parts of a grand cosmic dance. Now that's a lot of chaos, but would it spell the end for life on Earth? Well, stick around because we're about to delve into that next. In the aftermath of such a cosmic event, what would be left of our solar system? Imagine, if you will, a celestial game of billiards, with planets ricocheting off each other, orbit paths shifting and changing. It's a chaotic image, isn't it? One possibility is that this rogue planet could knock Earth out of its cozy orbit. Earth could be ejected into the cold, dark expanse of interstellar space, becoming a rogue planet itself. Alternatively, we might find ourselves in a new orbit, perhaps closer to the sun or maybe even further away. This would drastically alter our climate, making life as we know it challenging, if not impossible. But let's not dwell on the negatives. The aftermath could also bring about some exciting new possibilities. We might acquire a new moon or two from the debris, or even a new planet in our solar system. You see, the rogue planet's immense gravitational pull might capture and drag along other celestial bodies as it passes through our solar system. These captured bodies could then settle into stable orbits around the sun, becoming new members of our planetary family. What if this rogue visitor is not just passing by, but decides to stay, captured by the sun's gravity? We would then have a new planet in our solar system. It might be a gas giant like Jupiter, or a rocky world like Mars. We can only speculate on the possibilities. We could also consider the aftermath in terms of cosmic real estate. The rogue planet's arrival might disrupt the asteroid belt, sending asteroids on new paths and opening up new areas for exploration or mining. Or perhaps it might create a new asteroid belt, providing us with fresh opportunities to study the early solar system. So, while a rogue planet's visit would be disruptive, it might also bring about some profound changes. But would we be around to witness them? That's a question for another time, but it certainly gives us food for thought, doesn't it? So, is it time to start worrying about rogue planets? While the notion may seem alarming, remember that such an event is incredibly rare. Current research into rogue planets continues to provide us with fascinating insights about these celestial wanderers and their potential impacts. Though a rogue planet's intrusion into our solar system is not impossible, it is highly unlikely. In the grand scheme of the cosmos, the odds are low, but as we've seen, the universe is full of surprises, so keep looking up and keep wondering because that's what makes us human.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. That's all for Nifty Narration.